You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans. Right now, Michael Corinthos suspects that Willow Tait is the person who was targeting baby Daisy. And if Michael can confirm and expose it, Willow could lose custody of her kids permanently. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to talk about Michael digging into the gaslighting and what Willow might do when she realizes her dirty deeds could get outed to the custody judge. And hey, please hit that subscribe button if you're not following us. Now let's get into it. Michael was actually the second person to figure out what Willow has been up to. It was Liesl Obrecht who first noticed that Willow was smirking and looked delighted when Nina mentioned how sad it was that Michael lost newborn baby Daisy from his life because of what had happened. And then Michael started to do the math too. He told Dante that he was thinking about Daisy, and Michael's worried about all the milestones he's missing with his daughters. We all know babies grow up and change so fast. Plus, Daisy and Sasha are far away, and he can't see his daughter at all right now. And then Michael told Dante he has an idea of who was doing those strange things to Daisy that drove Sasha out of town. And Dante was really surprised to hear Michael say he thinks it's Willow that was gaslighting Sasha, likely for payback because Willow lost their kids. Michael has checked security footage, and he didn't see Willow caught on any of the cameras. And that's part of why Michael hasn't called her out or confronted her. He doesn't have any proof. Not yet, but that may change. And Michael, of course, hopes he's wrong, but all signs absolutely point to Willow more so than anybody else. She knows the Quartermain Mansion really well, inside and out. So she knows how to avoid the security cameras, except for that one and that nanny cam bear that caught her and Drew doing the deed. So the fact that she can avoid cameras, that's one point against her. And then there's the fact that what was done to Daisy wasn't harmful like somebody that was coming after Sonny might do. It felt more petty and kind of personal. Michael told Dante, if it's true and Willow did this, it could change everything. Michael won't be able to let Willow near Wiley and Amelia ever again if she's this unhinged. But also, if Willow figures out Michael is onto her as Daisy's stalker, she might do something drastic. If Willow's scared Michael will crush any chance of joint custody and will make sure she never sees their kids again, honestly, no telling what she might do. So first, I think Willow could decide to pick up and use the plan Drew was cooking up for Michael. If you remember, Drew told Portia to fake lab test results to make it look like Michael has turned into an opioid addict after getting burned in the bombing. You know, painkiller addiction that's relatively common after an accident. That's actually a deviously good idea. And if you remember, Portia told Willow how upset she was because Drew was blackmailing her and wanted her to rig Michael's blood test. And then Portia was really shocked that Willow was actually on board with that scheme. When she heard about it, she's like, well, Michael played dirty with me. Why shouldn't I play dirty with him? And it was kind of fun to watch Portia's jaw drop when Willow was like, I can live with it. So maybe she decides to go ahead and do it herself. If Willow finds out Michael's suspicious and she could lose permanent custody of the kids, yeah, I could see Willow snap and use her access as a nurse to rig tests or to steal medication from the pharmacy and actually drug Michael to make him lose custody. And if you remember, her access at the hospital is another reason that Michael is suspicious that she was the one that was messing with Daisy, because he absolutely knows Willow was at the hospital after Sasha was up there with Daisy and was in the right place at the right time. Another thing that Willow might do if she thinks her ex is going to keep the kids away from her forever is she could run back to Drew and beg for his help. Right now, Willow sees Drew very accurately as a lying gaslighter, and she wants nothing to do with him. But Michael said, dump Drew, you can see the kids. And she did. And he's not letting her. So if Willow thinks she can use Drew to help get her kids back, yeah, I think Willow might do that. There's nothing she wouldn't do to get her kids, no matter how dirty she has to play or how low she has to go, even if it's with Drew. I think Willow's prepared to do it. I could also see her deciding she needs help, but can't stomach the idea of being near Drew. And instead, Willow may run to her mom, Nina, and play nice to get some help. Willow may even invite Nina back in her life and tell her she'll forgive her if she helps take down Michael and get her kids back. And like Willow, we know Nina will pretty much do anything for her kid and is desperate to be in Willow's life and Wiley and Amelia's lives. So if Willow asks for it, yeah, I think Nina might help. And she might be willing to target Michael. And they might even get Aunt Liesel on board to help. Another option is Willow could go to Sidwell for help because he's Sonny's enemy, which would be perfect because Sidwell has all the information about the bribe paid to the custody judge because, you know, Sidwell's the one that paid the bribe to Michael and Willow's judge. I had been trying to figure out why Sidwell wanted the ruling to go that way, to give Michael sole custody and not even allow Willow visitation. The ruling was bizarre. Everybody's commented on it, and it was done so Sidwell could frame Sonny for the bribe because the ruling is tilted horribly towards Michael, like just kind of in an unprecedented way. And it sounds like something Sonny would do, paying off a judge. So it's kind of a perfect frame job. So Sidwell might help Willow. And I could see Sidwell saying that he'll look into it and then getting the info sent to her lawyer, Rick, that he could bring to the courts to get the ruling tossed out and get Sonny arrested for bribery. Rick would love to do that. Sidwell might be totally on board to help Willow get the kids back because it'd be the perfect way for him to bring out that bribery thing he set up. And especially after Sonny kidnapped Sidwell's son, Marco, and then roughed him up before Lucas got him out of there. Yeah, Sidwell might be a really good resource. Finally, if Willow really thinks she could lose Wiley and Amelia, she might do something even more drastic. Willow could drain Michael's bank account or take a pile of cash from Nina and snatch up her kids and just run. This would be a last resort option for Willow if she thinks that she'd never get her kids back in her life because Michael figured out she was messing with Daisy and drove Sasha away. I can absolutely see Willow kidnapping her kids rather than never being allowed to see them. And of course, Sasha deserves to know there's nothing to fear, but let's face it, Michael can hold a grudge, and if he gets proof to use against Willow, I expect Michael would use it, and then Willow could lash out in some insane and desperate way, so we'll have to watch and wait.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.